Hello guys, so this is Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Today I want to give one of the most beautiful luxury property here in the prime location here in Mainland Lagos State, Nigeria. For some of our investors, I'll be looking for the most affordable landed property in the prime location here in Mainland Lagos State, Nigeria. The property very close to the Ikeja airport in an amazing location. So this AREPO here just close to the Alusa Secretariat here in Lagos State, Nigeria. So I want to take you to the property. We are launching this amazing property today. So today we are here for official launch of this amazing property located in a prime location here in Mainland Lagos State, Nigeria. This property is less than 20 minute drive from Ikeja airport and 10 minute drive from Alusa Secretariat here in Lagos State, Nigeria. Amazing location. It's located here at AREPO. AREPO just close by to Magodo phase 1, phase 2 and the Sherry North GRA, all the luxury property here in Lagos State, Nigeria. So like I told you, today is our official launching. So I'd like to please stay tuned and watch this video to the end as I take you to the end because you want to talk more, give us comprehensive information, details about this property and reason why to come and secure this amazing project before everything sold out. You want to meet this great opportunity here in Mainland Lagos State, Nigeria. This is one of the most affordable landed property here in Mainland Lagos State, Nigeria. And for your information, the owner of this property, they are the owner of Big Luxury Court at Monash Road behind the largest shop right in Lagos State, Nigeria. They are the owner of Big Prime 1, Prime 2, Prime 3, Prime 4 in Awaya, Lagos State, Lekki, Nigeria. Fantastic location. Please stay tuned, watch to the end and listen to what MD has to say about this amazing project.
Live Baga. I can tell you, people would rather live here than live in Oba or Abulega. Especially if you are working on the island or you are working, I know a couple of civil servants that stay inside. Who knows the price of tea gardens? 50 million, 60 something million, 70, yes, and they are only 500 square meters for TA gardens. And TA gardens is even more water than this place because they are on the side of the Ogun River when they open the river. When they open the Ogun River, it doesn't get here at all. We will drop some images and drone images of this area for you to see. At the back of this place is a canal, so all the water here drains into it. So you will see that this place is mashed up. As I yesterday, there was nothing like this here. But because as we are spreading up, we are choking the water is not flowing. So from this weekend, our family will go in, collect to the drain there. There's another drain on this side, so the water will find its level. So this place is not affected by Osun River Basin when they open it. That's a question I often get, and we're on this side, so we have none of those issues. And if you go by this direction again, before you know it, you'll be getting to, let me see there, you'll be getting to Ogijo in Ikorodu. So this direction goes there. This straight road also goes to Ikorodu. But as you go in now, you just see some swamps, but not a far distance. Any day government wants to do. So this is the tentative layout for now. There's a stream here, it's still far away, just too far away. So we are channeling water to this place and the rest. So we have an undeveloped area here too that we have not put in the planning. So we'll be having bungalows, we'll be having terraces. The terraces we're having here is very similar to what we have in Abidjan, our terrace models on the island. It's the same thing we're doing, the same prototypes with the bungalows and the rest. So this area, when you also come to Ogun State, when it comes to title, is different from Lagos State. You know, when you go to Bejuleki, you hear of Excision, Gazette, and all of that. So Ogun State has different ways of acquiring title. One is there are many freehold lands in Ogun State. Okay? Freehold means people that own the land from time immemorial, government did not acquire. There's no global acquisition in Ogun State, except for government now say they are taking an acquisition for an estate or whatever and the rest. But AREPO, because it is within a prime zone in Lagos State, in Ogun State, any property that is within 2 kilometers to the express is called 2 kilometer corridor acquisition. Do you have a surveyor here? Anybody is a surveyor here? Is there anybody that is a surveyor here? Nobody. So they call it 2 kilometer acquisition, 1 kilometer once it is close to the express. So they do that. But in this class, in this area also, you know OPIC. How many of us know OPIC? Yeah. Okay. So OPIC is also giving power to acquire land around prime areas in Ogun State. But this place is OPIC release acquisition. There's no acquisition, it's freehold. Our CFO is ongoing, payments made, all of that. So there's no acquisition in this place. Are we together? So when your clients buy from us, they're going to be getting a deed of assignment between us and them, and they'll be getting they go and process their own governor's
Consent.
consent as much as possible. Titling in Ogun State is not a big deal. As much as possible, it may not be as fast as Lagos, but it's not as complex as Lagos. Lagos will be faster in getting title, but it's more complex. Ogun State is not complex, but it may not be faster. So that's the way it is. So, but as much as possible in this place, we are going to be focusing more on infrastructure. We do not want to make the mistake we made in Big Bungalows Phase 3. Big Bungalows Phase 3 was a lot of water than this. Those that know where we started, it was, in fact, we had a dredger sink into that land and we could not bring it out.
Wow. Yeah.
That is how big Bungalow Phase 3. So for people that are always complaining, Big Bungalow, a whole dredger, at least a dredger is higher than this soil to this tip, to the highest point there. As I speak to you, that dredger is gone. It's still under the ground.
Wow.
We couldn't bring it out. In Big Bungalow Phase 3. Now that's how deep it is. So and God helped us. We've conquered a large portion of the land. And so here we know that it's not going to be a problem. God has helped us, they will help us here. Amen. So we'll fulfill this place also. And at the same time, as we are doing this place, we are also mindful of timing. So our delivery here is 18 months, starting from 18 months. And then why did we say 18 months? When you are reclaiming and working in the water area, there's something that is called curing. You have to allow the soil mature into a natural state as much as possible. If you look at this place, you are seeing what, like I told you, there was nothing here yesterday. What you are seeing is over 1,000 trips of sand. I am seeing here, and how many square meters has it covered? But as the construction goes on, vehicles move on it, it will be assuming a natural state gradually. But we are in a hurry, and because, oh, my client has made full payment. My client has made full payment, he wants his house. Everything is a process. So I'm saying it ahead of time because I don't want us to be under pressure, and so we can educate our client. This project delivery is 18 months. We are not building on dry ground. We are reclaiming, we are clearing. So the normal thing is when you are working on this kind of a place that has shrubs, so after you clear, you also need to bring out the roots. The roots, that's the next thing. We just did this for launching, for you to launch. So from Monday now, you will see a swamp boogie. We'll bring out all the roots, stockpile them, and then you now continue your sampling. The disadvantage if you don't do that is you will actually sample a tree, the roots of a tree, and over time it will decay. And when it decays, it creates a void. A void in this. So this place will collapse inside, and whatever house you built on it, you start seeing cracks. So as much as possible, we will avoid that. So our delivery is 18 months. But be rest assured that this place is going to be very, very fine by the grace of God. I'll be here to take questions if you have any questions from title to construction models, the type of buildings. And then we are going to be changing prices from when did I call it? 10 days from now, 15th of April. Please, I want to beg us, as much as possible, we know that we're going to do videos today, but by 15th of April, allow us to make profits. Let me beg you. 15th, Jerry.
It's too early, yes.
But we've started talking about this place since February. Since March.
We are just launching. We are just launching.
They've been coming.
Yeah.
And that's the essence of pre-launch. That's the essence of pre-launch. You can't keep a price at pre-launch forever.
Still give grace.
Let me tell you. So if there are some filling a plot for 16 million, what is the pre-launch there? It's a loss. How much are you going to sell it? And we're still going to do other administrative fees, commissions, office. There is a loss. So as much as possible, when people buy pre-launch, they will take you serious. They will know that you're giving them a good deal. If you go to this neighborhood, you won't see any land within our price or any property within our price. So as much as possible, we'll be increasing the price on the 15th. The bungalows, the detached bungalows that we're doing, exactly what you see here is going to be 40 million. And then the semi-detached will be 30 million. And they will have the terrace, the 2-bedroom terraces will be 35, while the 3-bedroom terrace duplex would also be 45. We will send these details to you across our platforms and as much as possible to your groups. But as much as possible, I'm very, very mindful of the timelines of this project. It's bungalow is 3 months, maximum 4 months. but there's a lot of things that will be done before you build the bungalow. Alright, do we have questions? Microphone, there's somebody here, let's start with her. Hello, there's somebody here first. Okay, go to her, let me give her my microphone. Go to her.
So when is the person expected to have the land that he or she wants delivered to him?
So for people that buy land also that is not building, allocation will start in the next maximum 6 months. Okay, so because by that time we would have mapped out, though we would first of all reclaim areas we are building, and that's intentional. So if we reclaim areas for land first, there's a tendency that they'll buy land and they'll just disappear. You don't want to enter an estate and you see bush first before going to the house.
Yes.
So as much as possible, if you look at the layout, so here we are putting a sports center. So this place we are doing now is where we're putting this sports center. We're going to do this one first, and then we have bungalows this way, then terraces this way. So that side where you are seeing those flags are the terrace areas. So we start there, and then just after here, we also have the lines. Yes, you have a question.
So I noticed on our way here, we're stopped at the gate. Would we have issues if we are coming here with our clients?
No, just mention every case.
Just mention it.
Yes, just mention it.
Then secondly, for those buying land, do we have any specific designs on the estate?
Okay, yes. Our estate almost has a prototype. As much as possible, the maximum. I mean ground floor and first floor. 600 square meters, you can only have 4 families there. Only 4 families. Okay, so I know somebody took me up on a debate yesterday. I was like, his line has 300 square meters. You want to do 2 bedroom on the ground floor, and on the upper floor another 3 bedroom flat. I said those are 3 families, right? 3 family, averagely 1 family has 2 cars. Is that not what is usually the norm? Why would you park 6 cars inside 300 square meters and then you're having 3 families? At the end of the day, this person will violate estate rules, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. You'll start parking on the road. So to avoid any unnecessary issue. And when you go to an estate that is well organized, where people understand their boundaries and their limits, that estate will appreciate. It will be fine and the rest. So one plot 600 square meter can only be 4 family units. That's assuming you are doing 4 flats, or you do. Do you know how much the rent house in AREPO here?
How much?
You don't know.
It's expensive anyway.
Our workers that are working here, that's one of them. But where's Said? Let's come and tell us. How much did you rent the 2 bedroom? No. I wish you wouldn't sit down, you won't stay there. It's only workers that are staying there, but they are hearing me. Workers that are staying there. So averagely, if you come to this place, you are looking for any 3 bedroom flat apartments. Flat is at least 1.5 million, 2 million in AREPO. Yes. Here in AREPO.
Yeah.
It's as high as 1.5 to 2 million. The one they are staying is just site workers staying there and they are collecting 700,000. It's not somewhere you want to stay. So it's a place that the value is very high, and as much as possible, if we do it very well, we'll command more value than even the other estates around.
Yes.
Property market, if you go to property market also, it's very expensive. If you go to TA gardens, it's also expensive. So those are the 2 estates that we can look at around here that we are trying to match whatever they have done and do better than them. Yes, madam. Okay, let me get to you and then we'll go to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, sir.
Wonderful program. Spoken words on phone. You talked about TA gardens. Now, TA gardens, when they fill, even the roads, it's very high. Whenever that water is released, it doesn't affect them. Okay? So I've noticed your properties on the island. You are a construction company, and that's excellent. That's why at times I don't bother when it comes to swampy areas. But we need to get something straight. The water history of every area is important. You need to get that in cognizance before setting up your foundation. We're selling land here, not only house. You could do well for your house. What about the land? What length are you filling it up to? If you look at this place, it's sloping. You talked about a canal because of the release of that dam.
No, the canal here is not connected to that dam.
That dam flows into AREPO. The last time it came, it covered houses.
That
And
other
it is
side.
that other side.
Yes.
So we are confident that you've checked that aspect of the water engineering. Then what level are you feeling to when it comes to the land? Then what level will the client feel to build his house? We need to get that kind of clear. This helps the market, because if you look at that foundation there where it stays, where will the road reach? So this the real problem or challenge here, not problem, is the aspect of the flooding and the water, the drainage system ways. So if we can get that clear, of course, this place can sell in record time. Thank you, sir.
So let me re-explain the drainage design again. So we've done a topography survey. So from our topo, you can see this stream. This stream is the one that goes to Redeem Camp. So it's not connected to Ogunshun River. So the Ogunshun River, that when it is released, it goes through Kara, floods the other side, and this other side of AREPO. That other side is not connected to this side. Before this area. So when you go up this road and you get to this paved road, that other side is lower. Is the water, when it is released, it still flows to that place, but it doesn't get here at all. So when you talk about exactly. No. It doesn't affect AREPO. Let me explain to you. That is what I'm saying. No, that is not where I am referring to. Okay. So let me use this. So this is where I'm standing now. This is the main road we came in through. This paved road. Okay. So anywhere this road, when you get to the gate, nowhere there is affected by any water. When you get to that gate, if you are going now, as you pass this gate where security stopped you, you can go right or you go straight. If you go straight, you will see the road keeps coming down. That is not the road that most of you pass. When you go straight down, that road, you come back again, you will bust out to that market road that is not paved. That portion is low. That portion is the side that I said is usually flooded. Alright? Water does not cross from that side to this side at all. We are almost like this road is like a hill, creating a barrier between that side and this side. So also, if you go up this way and then you turn right, after the gate, there's another slope to your right that goes down. That gate is locked. This man, I think they said he lives there, Peter Rufai. That side is down, but no water from release there affects it. It's just a low area because this is not the direction of flow of that water. Assuming we had a bigger screen here, I've told somebody to do a drone. We have a drone image of this area. We'll drop it on the WhatsApp group. So you can actually watch the drone video. You will see all the directions. This water just goes all the way to Obijo, Redeem Camp. It's not the one connected to the Ogunshun River. So when it comes to our topography survey, already we are standing about 2 meters above the natural ground of this place when we started. So meaning that if you enter those shrubs that are there, that will not sanfill, these shrubs here, you'll be higher than me, or almost my height. Those shrubs you are seeing there, right here. So we are almost like 2 meters above the natural ground, yes, that we are now. Okay. Now when we now go to the back, this stream is still lower than where we are. But waters are not flowing because there are many trees here, which is stopping the flow of this water. So as much as possible, we will create a drain to drain here. Our landscape extends to somewhere here. We have a dredger here, which is also connected to this place. So the water here drains to this place. So our site will be 100% drained. Most of the development you have seen here, because they are doing it on one plot, they don't have the capacity to do what we are doing now. So everybody is like, the person building there now is doing a piling. But as much as possible, if he had the capacity, he would have actually just sand-filled everywhere there and then do his post sand-filling test, whether it is piling or this thing that we do. But he has to do whatever he's doing in isolation without bothering his neighbors. So that's what you are seeing there. Alright. So when, okay.
So from now to launch meter, is this the stable
This is the level, yes. This is the level. So if you are now building, you can take, for instance, all our buildings have an average of 1 meter above ground level. So if you say about building, you still take like some steps inside, like 3, 4 steps. 1 meter above this level, yes, it's where our own DPC will terminate. You have a question, sir? Okay, we are coming to you. All right, thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. I've listened to your analysis. I'm a civil engineer, and I'm resident in AREPO here. So, when the dam is released, the water gets to this point. It comes through that side of the estate to where we have this end of that property, to where we have the military base there, okay? And it gets to this point. So I don't want you to assume that water doesn't get here. So when you're doing your soil test, when you're taking your level, make sure you take it above this level. This is not the level. Water will actually get to this point. And most importantly, the drainage system, it has to be very okay to lead to the stream that leads to the income there. So I just wanted to. Okay, so let me add to what I've seen. Let me add the layout, please.
Layout.
Have you been to this next turning, 2 turnings from here? Yes. Okay, you know there's a channel there. There's a channel there. There's an estate there. They did more than what you did here. No. I'm not talking about that estate. Okay. That estate did not use sharp sand. They used clay. No, they did first. The estate at the end of this road. When you get to the military base there. No, it's before the military base. After this turning, there's one turning. Embassy close there. There's a second turning. Yeah. That second turning is where our land is. You will see that there's a channel that's been created. That channel has been created in the last almost 8 years. Yeah. That channel, the water there has never risen up to a certain level of the fence that has been there. That level is the level we transferred here. Sir, 3 years ago, when the dam was released, this space was messed up. Not our own particular spot. Okay. When you are saying, if you are going, no, I'm not arguing with you because you are a resident. Okay? When you are going now towards that estate at the end, you will see that you go down like this. Alright? After where we have the military and then that tank vehicle, military tank. Yeah. You will see that that place is like the lowest portion going this way. And when they were reclaiming, in fact, they didn't do anything because I was still there 2 weeks ago. I went there specifically with one of our staff here and your money letter. We went there specifically just to go and see if they succeeded because I was aware when they started. So their own is far lower than this point. From our topography survey, actually, that's what it gave us. Okay. And when we take your information as a caution, we will not throw it away and then we'll see what we do. All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. All right. Yes.
When clients buy the land, are they sampling or the company is sampling for them?
There's a minimum level we are doing. We are not giving them mud or something like this. We'll sample the land, but they will now be the one to stabilize to any height they want to go. Yes.
The sampling and somebody has bought, you say they can go up to any height. Is there going to be a uniformity throughout the estate on that?
The road level would actually be the maximum height because that's where we would do. Our road level will still be higher than this as much as possible after doing the drains. So anybody that is sampling, you can't sample more than the road. You can only make your foundation higher than the road. And then when you do your compound, it slopes water out into the drain. So that's basically it. But as much as possible, nobody's getting this. This is the less you'll be getting for allocation. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And by the grace of God, in the next 6 months, when you come here, you'll be able to say, wow, by the grace of God. Thank you.